Hello, it's Audrey with Movies and the Bible, and today I'm bringing you a special video where I am going to be doing some theater reviews and a spoiler discussion on Black Adam. So, let's get right into it. So, Look Theater is probably one of the most in Dallas. I've been to all three. I've been to uh, Colleyville. I've been to the one in Arlington. I've also been to this one. This was the last one I went to, the Look Theater in Dallas. It's a dine-in, a movie and dinner type of theater. Oops. And this one was probably the most expensive theater that I have been to yet. Uh, and I have to say that this is probably because of my experience with the teeny bopper service. Teeny boppers are essentially teenagers, uh, work there for the most part, and sometimes, the attitudes don't be a little off. So that was part of it, and I've been there twice, and both at night. I haven't done any day shows at Dallas, at the Dallas Look Theater. But anyways, as far as the theater goes, it is a very large theater, and and once you go inside, they have their lobby area and some just simple seating for to eat, just to eat, and I suppose drink. I don't drink, so I couldn't tell you nothing about the alcoholic beverages if you're interested in that. Yeah, so it's a large theater and it has stadium seating, which is kind of awkward. Um, it's kind of an awkward seating to me. It's literally just steps and seats, and the seats aren't as comfortable as other theaters, as well as the actual little table you get in front of you. It's rather small compared to others, but the food options that they have are good, and the desserts that they have there, especially their margarita style. It's like a big margarita cup shake. Shakes that they have, those are really good. So they have good food and good dessert options. It's just extremely expensive, in my opinion, um, for a movie and dine-in service, which they usually are. But you know, my experience for the Black Adam, I saw two different movies. I saw Amsterdam and I saw Black Adam there. And for the first, I saw Black Adam twice. For the second time of me being at that theater, I actually arrived late. I did a midnight showing, and I got there 10 minutes late. So I got there around like 2. It was started at 12:05, and I got there at 12:15. The doors was locked, and I wasn't the only one locked out. It was like about, I want to say, about 6 of us that were locked out of this theater for the midnight showing. And an employee had to come back. I guess they were on break, and let us into the theater just for us to be able to watch the movie in which we already paid for. I was already a little annoyed like that about that. Like like, not even 10 minutes after the last showing, the doors are already closed. And then my second watching of Black Adam was at Studio Movie Grill in Arlington, North Arlington. There's two in Arlington, North and South Arlington. I was at North Arlington, which is actually my preferred one out of the two for Studio Movie Grill in Arlington. Um, Getting in the same teeny bopper service, but the the younger people that they have there are more courteous and respectful, and provide good service. Studio Movie Grill is also a dinner and movie type of setting. They also have good options for food choices, and but the desserts are lacking or really non-existent, not worth talking about. Um, but the seating for studio movie grills in general is better seating, and the little table you have is larger for your meal. It's not like you're sitting like on a little pallet trying to eat your food. So I would say that as far as just in general, for these two, like, look, Dallas is not the one. The gold standard for here in DFW so far for me is Evo and South Lake. Evo and South Lake is probably the gold standard of your cinema diner dinner experience. But Studio Movie Grill is not a bad second option. These are all, high on the tab um, as far as, money goes, and where you want to spend to enjoy a movie. If you want that theater experience, especially just, like a dinner dinner and a movie experience, I would go with Studio Movie Grill. Um, in my particular case, Arlington has the better service that I've seen so far, day or night, and Evo South Lake, day or night. So that's it for those and my reviews of theater experiences. Um, in general, and regardless of Black Adam. But now let's go to the spoiler discussion for Black Adam. All right, so I've already done my actual, somewhat official review for Black Adam. It was in the YouTube Shorts, a minute long review. The movie has terrible writing, and it's just when you're looking critically at this movie, the writing is terrible, and some of the dialogue is janky. I'm just going to use the word janky. Um, but if you're just, turning off your brain and just watching an action film, a comic book film, it's fun and it's enjoyable. There's a lot of action pieces, and my some of my favorite characters are actually in all of the DCU in this movie. Hawkman and Hawkgirl are two of my favorite. Doctor Fate is also one of my favorite superheroes. And of course, Superman was in this movie. Superman was at the end of the movie, and we'll get to that later. But let's just go line upon line, okay? I'm about to go. I was about to say line upon line, precept upon precept. No, I've been in my Bible. Sorry. But okay, so we have this long exposition of the for the backstory behind Black Adam at the beginning of the movie, and from there we jump right into um, Amon and his mom and his uncle trying to retrieve the crown, right? Retrieve the crown and get it from Interchange or inter. I forget these people, but anyways, so we have that going on, and in the midst of all this, the crown trying to recover the crown, Black Adam is awakened, and we see this display of Black Adam's powers. And to be honest with you, while the music choices that they played made sense for this, I just didn't care for them. They were kind of jarring for me, especially in my first viewing of Black Adam. Um, so we have that going on, and we see Black Adam display his powers and how powerful he is, and he gets injured by a rocket with Eternium in it, and thus we have the intermingling between Amon and his mom and Black Adam. And this is where the movie becomes problematic to me, because we have this kind of Terminator John Connor kind of a thing going on between Amon and Black Adam that I don't really feel is earned at all. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of uh, Amon wasn't very endearing to me. I mean, he was just a very annoying foil for Black Adam, which really didn't, I think, work. Like, aside from the set pieces of him having these comic books and the merchandise in his room, you know, I didn't really feel an endearment towards him and his love of superheroes. And there wasn't enough time between between Black Adam and Amon to really foster this kind of relationship that they're trying to go for, the Terminator-esque kind of relationship, John Connor. So that's where the movie is kind of problematic to me. Everything else is your standard comic book stuff. So Black Adam is a threat. So we, of course, Amanda Waller calls in the JSA. I like the JSA. Like I said, I like Hawkman. I like all of them. But for a really kind of rather weak team, Dr. Fate. They sold me when I saw that Pierce Brosnan was playing Dr. Fate. I love Pierce Brosnan, but anyways, yeah. So we have that going on, and the actors for Cyclone and Atom Smasher were fine. They did fine. Um, they used them just enough, though. It wasn't overbearing what they did. I think it was everything was well placed. There was a lot of love and care that went into this movie, and it shows. It does show. It's just not a good movie critically. Like, if you turn your brain on and start thinking, this movie is a little, a little all over the place. But anyways, so we have that. So the JSA gets involved, and they want to stop Black Adam because Black Adam is a potential threat. Okay, fine. So we gather this team together, but before we can get very far with that, Foil Boy comes back. Amon finds himself in trouble yet again, and now we have to save Amon, this boy in which we are supposed to, care about and be endeared to, because he wants freedom for his people. He wants, a superhero to take a stand for the people of his country. And it's just, I don't think there was just not enough to really care. It's just a lot of things happening. And so the JSA and Black Adam team up to find this boy. And and in the midst of all this, we have, a couple of action pieces of fighting between Interchange or I forget them, and Black Adam and the JSA, which were cool. I didn't laugh at anything. In my second watching, a couple people laughed at some of the things in which went on between Black Adam and um, Hawkman. But to me, I didn't laugh at any of the jokes or anything like that was going on. Um, and then so we go to rescue Amon, and Black Adam, loses control of his powers. So, and damn near, and he doesn't even really do anything. And like, in the explosion of his powers and in his desperation to stop Amon from being killed, his powers explode and Amon loses consciousness. Now we don't really know what Black Adam did to hurt him, and whatever the case is, he's fine in the next scene. So whatever it wasn't so egregious to the point of, like Amon is on his deathbed. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just, I got a little electric shock and I passed out. So it was kind of whatever. Okay, whatever. But Amon is fine. But Black Adam is upset about this, and he decides, all right, lock me up. So they go to lock him up, and it didn't make sense to me, not the first time or the second time. Like, oh, we have a special prison for him and all of this, but for Black Adam, but we see lines of people in the same type of prison box that Black Adam is. So that kind of like disingenuous. Like, this is a special prison thing for Black Adam, but you have several other people right there next to Black Adam in the same predicament. But anyways. So that doesn't last very long because we know the JSA is not fixed to take on Shabak. So, and Dr. Fate knows this. This is why he's my favorite character. And so he sacrifices himself to save his friend Hawkman, which I like that scene. That was one of the more that was an emotional scene for me. That was the one, uh, aside from the scene with Black Adam essentially, about to cross over into the afterlife to be with his family, and his son saying, "Not yet." Those are the two emotional scenes that I felt within this whole movie of things going on. And so yeah, so Dr. Fate, sacrifices himself to buy time and let I know not buy time, but also from however many miles away, free Black Adam from the prison. And so he's just a cool character. And can I just say that this movie wasn't really about Black Adam. Black Adam was just a side piece for Dr. Fate, because really Dr. Fate was the one who really resolved the issues and saved the day through his sacrifice. So this it's an origin story, yes, I know, but Dr. Fate for the win. And he returns and they defeat Shabak, and then we have our movie. All is right with the world, and the people are free, and which was also kind of ridiculous how they had the people of this of the city fight the undead, as if the things in which Shabak summoned were so weak that you could just hit them over the head with an umbrella and they would fall out. It was, I get it, but it was like, but anyways. So and then we have our movie. Then the after credit scene where we have Amanda Waller yet again trying to fake authority with Black Adam, and we get Superman. Superman was shows up as someone who could probably hold Black Adam accountable. If nothing else, there's no leash for Black Adam, but someone to hold Black Adam accountable would be Superman. And I did like that they had a different music choice for showing him at the end, and his suit was the bright red and yellow suit. It I liked it so much. I'm so glad. Only Dwayne could get Henry Cavill back into being Superman. This is why I think Dwayne is so successful, and his star power really shines through, and the love and care that which he put into this movie, it does shine through. And like if you make it early enough to the theater, he talks about this. And yeah, this was a good movie for DC fans, as I said in my actual review of the movie. It's a good movie. It's a wonderful little you know, popcorn flick. All these comic book movies are. But as far as raising the standard and our expectations of I just want to turn my brain off and be entertained, it falls very, very short of being anything more than that. And I think that, after, I know it's been at least 10 plus years of these movies, I think that we can expect and want more out of these movies, aside from just mindless entertainment that if we, put our magnifying glass on, kind of crumble. Does it do faithful, representations and adaptations of the source material? Yes. But I think that, these comic book movies can do more than just be mindless entertainment. Like Batman versus Superman. Disgusting, horrible movie. But anyway, I can't get over that stupid Martha. It's like, what on earth are you doing? but anyway. But yeah, and what made me really enjoy my time at the movie theater second time around for Black Adam was my son. My son is my little mini me when it comes to movies. We want to watch movies. We want to watch superhero stuff. We really have a good time. But his face had so much joy, and it was so entertaining, and to watching this movie. I mean, children really are a blessing, and my son kind of made me really enjoy this movie more during my second playthrough, where I was watching. Sorry, not playthrough. We were playing Spider Man. Me and my son been playing Spider Man. So yeah, so we have that, and but yeah, as far as like a DC fan, this was a fun movie to watch. And I really like the Black Adam theme music. Ha 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 ha. I like this so much. But as far as anything else, yeah, we can expect more out of these movies besides an average by the numbers comic book film. We can expect more. I think we can do that now. But yeah, this is my little the spoilers discussion. I did like the movie. It's not that I didn't like the movie, it's just, you know, sorry, my brain. I can't just sit and watch things because I love movies. I can't just sit and watch and turn my brain off without, like, oh, they could have done something better here. Or, oh, this doesn't quite make sense. But anyways, let me know what you thought in the comments below about Black Adam, and I will see you in the next one. Be safe, be kind, be wise. Bye bye.